What's going on, moving me?
I am so
loud.
We're back.
The gang's back together.
All two of us.
Yep. Well, Pikachu.
Yeah.
He's been in a video before.
That's okay.
Hey, we're back. It's been a while. I keep leaving, and then Kyle leaves sometimes, and then I'm sorry. I have more of a vacation life than he does. But
I like working hard.
But we are back, and we got a good review for you.
It's a doozy.
Spoiler review for Suicide Squad.
Got my Suicide Squad shirt on.
What are we eating today? A graham cracker, because we're still poor. That did not change.
And we had dinner before this, and we didn't think it through.
No. All right. We just saw Suicide Squad. Remember, spoiler review. We're going to be talking all things spoilers. We're going to go over the positives, the negatives, and give it a score out of 10. All right, Kyle, you want to go first or second?
Now you take it away. You just came back.
The heck? I've still made videos, just not with you. All right, I'll talk about the positives of Suicide Squad. And it starts with the name. It's the Squad. The Squad is the best part of this entire movie. Well, okay, I take that back, actually. Jared Leto's Joker and Harley Quinn's, Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn are the best part of this movie. The Squad and all the characters. It's the characters, man. I really like, I'm going to address the elephant in the room, I like this Joker. I think he fits into this world, of this type of Batman that we've seen. I think he works well. I think he's very psychotic. A lot like Heath Ledger's Joker, I don't know what he's going to do next. And even in the little bits of Suicide Squad we get to see him in, I was like, I don't know what he could do next. I do want to see more, though. I really like him. He's not the best Joker to me ever. I still like Heath Ledger more. I don't think anyone will be better than Heath Ledger as that character. But it intrigued me enough where I want to see this Joker against Batman. I want to see a full movie of him being the main villain, where we get to see how calculated he is and how good he is and how psychotic he really is. Because all this was just about him and Harley Quinn. Mm-hmm. And that's something I might get into a little bit more of my negatives. But Harley Quinn and the Squad, all of their chemistry kills it. There are a few moments where they're trying to be a little too intimate with Harley Quinn and Deadshot, I thought. But I thought that was just because it was like, we have two big actors, we need to make them have more moments with each other. But no, I really loved all of it. I thought, the chemistry, the best part of this movie is watching them on screen. It really is. It's watching the Squad when they're just sitting around talking. That's the best part. I like Diablo. I like Killer Croc. What's his face? We were just talking about him, the guy who gets blown up first. Slipknot. He's fine for the 30 seconds he's on screen. I thought Will Smith was a great Deadshot, and I really liked the Deadshot in Arrow, the actor that played that version of Deadshot. I liked him, but Will Smith is a far better actor overall, but a great Deadshot, and that's why you see this movie. And oh my goodness, Viola Davis, perfect for Amanda Waller. She was fantastic, exactly the type of Amanda Waller I wanted to see in this type of film. That's my big positive. That's the big reason. That's all I can think of right now. So you're up.
I agree.
All right, my negative.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I think that the chemistry between everyone in this movie was so much fun to watch, and you can see it when people or the actors and actresses were all being interviewed and they were showing all the publicity for this movie. You could tell that they had fun being these characters, that they had fun being in this movie.
You can see it on screen, too.
For the fans. Absolutely, yeah, and that's one of the things I enjoyed. I enjoyed being able to see great chemistry between characters, especially characters that aren't so relevant to even, DC Comics fans, for sure. A couple of them they probably don't know of, but for the general audience, I really am happy that we're able to see these lower class villains being able to be up on the big screen, and especially have them have such great chemistry between everyone. I agree with you also. Will Smith and Margot Robbie killed it with their characters. Margot Robbie just did a great job with Harley Quinn. Perfect. I was so impressed by her.
Best casting choice ever.
She is going to be a big star in the coming future, and I think this movie will definitely help her. Will Smith, of course, is great. Was fun to watch, and I really enjoyed him as Deadshot. I kind of disagree with you on their chemistry. I didn't think they were trying to push them for any kind of love interest thing at all. I
Not
thought it
necessarily
was
a
more of
love
like
interest,
I thought
but-
it was more of an understanding of each other. Like it was kind of like I get you. I
It's
get
not
you.
a
what
love
you're
interest
going
thing.
through.
It was. I don't know. It felt like the studio was like, we have these two big actors that'll be on screen more, so they need to have more intimate moments, like not necessarily love moments, but moments of just the two of them.
Oh, that I didn't
And-
mind. I actually liked that, and that was one of the positives
Yeah.
with this movie is because all these characters understand each other and what they're going through once they learn about each other's backgrounds and what caused them to become the way that they are. And I agree with you on El Diablo and even Captain Boomerang.
I really liked El Diablo.
El Diablo was actually a standout for me in
Mm-hmm.
this movie, and I was sad to see him that he got killed off, unfortunately. But I really enjoyed that character, and Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang actually did a very good job.
I never thought I'd ever say I liked Jai Courtney.
We're not Jai Courtney fans, but well done for him for taking that unusual character and just making it his own, and for doing a good job with this movie. And you're right, for sure. Viola Davis as Amanda Waller, perfect casting. She did the character justice. She absolutely did the character justice, and I really liked Rick Flag in this movie too. I wasn't sure that I wasn't gonna like him as much just because of the way he acted in some moments, but overall though, I really enjoyed him.
I liked
too.
him. I really like the actor that plays him.
Yeah, I mean it, and I also like the fact that this movie was fun to watch, but at the same time still had the grittiness that DC brings to their superhero movies. I thought David Ayer, the director, had a really good balance between the two, and that's something that I want to see more in these DC movies. I think it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of lighter tone for the most part, as long as it makes sense and that you're able to have fun with it as you make your movie. So I think that he had the perfect balance between the two, and I really enjoyed all the characters, and that the cast did a great job.
I wouldn't say it's I mean, it's definitely still got the tone of Batman v Superman and that seriousness.
Yeah.
But it's writing characters that are able to be funny in certain times. Like I thought Will Smith was a funny guy. Like he had very good funny lines, and his delivery was funny because that's that type of character. That's the Deadshot he created, and it works in that world.
Yeah, I'm saying that the tone of the movie split between having fun with itself while at the same time having the
No,
great
I'm agreeing with you. I'm just agreeing with you. I thought it really worked.
Oh, I thought you okay.
Unlike Marvel, where they are real, but they don't go as dark. They do go much more light, and you don't. And it's a big part of the way is it's shot. Like these movies are shot darker. Like the lighting feels darker as compared to Marvel movies. But now to the negatives. It's going to sound okay. The defining factor of this movie is, did you have fun with it or not? I completely understand why it has such bad scores. I completely understand why. I know I've talked to some people who have been like, Batman v Superman has a little bit higher rating. It's like not by much, but they're really close, and it just depends on what people like and what didn't. But if you have like Batman v Superman, the edits were so jarring. And there were so many scenes that really didn't need to be in there, which I heard it fixes in the Ultimate Cut, which I still haven't seen yet. But that it really felt wrong in the movie. This has editing problems. Bad editing problems. But it is not as jarring as Batman v Superman. There are not moments where you can... like, this felt like a puzzle... Like, Batman v Superman felt like a puzzle that was missing pieces. Suicide Squad felt like a puzzle that the pieces were just in the wrong spot. Like, I feel like you can re-edit all those same shots and those same scenes, and you're going to get a better structure. Because that was my big problem, was the structure. I thought the script was fine. All these rumors about a 6-week script that he wrote. I didn't think the script was that bad. There were a couple lines I didn't really like, and there were a couple of acting and direction choices that were made that I didn't like. I could not stand the villain. I thought the villain was very poorly done. DC has better villains, and... They had great villains, they had great bad characters for the Squad, but they failed to make them go against another good villain. I thought the whole brother thing was dumb. I'm fine with Enchantress, but they made Enchantress not very threatening to me. She wasn't she was literally going like, ugh, ugh, the whole time. She's had these weird movements, and Kara is such a good actress. She actually is a very talented actress. I like her a lot, and she plays the creepy factor of Enchantress well, but she didn't play she wasn't very calculated. She didn't make me feel threatened at all.
Yeah.
I never was like, oh my gosh, how is the Squad gonna get out of this? I was like, well, they're gonna win. Clearly, it's gonna happen somehow. I'm sorry, but that's what I thought. And there's
cool.
just there's a couple of lines that are very bad. That are, I mean, I think the script's fine. Like it's not great, but it's fine. And maybe the script is better when we get like if we got the entire flow of this film, because apparently they left a lot out. But they're like the lines where Diablo's like, "You're my family now." It's like, what? Where did like you had one moment of like getting raged with them. You have one moment of sympathy, and all of a sudden he's like, "You're my," like pulling a Vin Diesel Fast and Furious. "You're my family." It just those lines were cheesy, and Margot Robbie had one line like that too, where she was like, "I'll help my friends." I was like, that's not something I don't think Harley Quinn would say or do. No. But besides that, she was flawless as the character. But those were my big jarring issues. What about you?
Editing for this movie wasn't great. That's not very shocking.
It's terrifying. I'm sorry, continue.
Yeah, editing for this movie wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad as Batman v Superman, that's for sure. For me, it was worse in the beginning of the movie, but once it really started taking off, will you just let me...
I'm sorry.
Okay? God. Anyway, it wasn't as bad for me throughout the film as I think it was for you. Because I think for me, like, I was just getting into it and was having fun and enjoying myself and wasn't really noticing the editing problems throughout the rest of the movie, but it really was noticeable for me in, I don't know, the first third of the movie, I would say. And you're right, though. Some of the writing isn't great. I think there was some that just...
I'm sorry. Get over.
Some of the writing was good, and some of the writing wasn't as strong as it could be. There was definitely a lot of lines where I was just like, now why'd you have to write that in? No, you don't need to do that. And I think you're right. While I do think that Kara as the Enchantress, she did a good job playing the human character. I thought like that was
for the
being
few moments
that
we
was
saw her,
that was being controlled by the Enchantress. You saw that she was just confused and that she's scared, and I really liked that. I really liked that they were showing that part, and I think Kara did a very good job with that. While I agree with you, though, that most of the stuff that she had to do with Enchantress, I don't think was pulled off as well, and I'm not sure if that was really her fault.
I don't think it was. I think it was David Ayer's fault for the writing.
I think it was the way that they were trying to have the character be portrayed that it wasn't the right way to portray that character, and I don't think it was necessarily Kara's fault. And some of the scenes I thought weren't really needed, and I hate to say it, but some of the Joker stuff might not have been that necessary. I mean, maybe he didn't really need to be in this movie, though I was really excited to see Jared Leto's Joker, and I actually did enjoy him in some moments. I just would like to see a little bit more, especially in the Batman movie coming up, so that way I can have a clear view on how I stand with the Joker. But I think some of he wasn't necessary, but it wasn't really a turn-off for me in this movie. It was just something that I noticed that you could probably have taken out, but at the same time, I'm glad that it happened.
See, here's my quick thing on the Joker Harley Quinn thing. I really like them, and I like their chemistry together, and her with the pudding and all that. That's so Harley Quinn. That's Harley Quinn.
They had that down.
Now,
they
the
had
Joker,
that chemistry down.
I really like, and I want to see Jared Leto take it in this direction because it's the first Joker to be able to do that. This movie, I want more of him. I want to know more about this Joker.
That's good that we aren't hating this character. This is good that we're like, all right, show me more.
They've announced that there's tons of scenes that he actually shot that are just completely cut. Which, if we may get in another scene, like another cut of the movie,
like
a director's cut,
again,
I want to see it because I want to see more of him. Because all the moments we got were him and his being like, I want Harley and Harley's mine and I have to get her. But when you look at a lot of the old comics, you look at some of the shows, the Joker loves Harley, but he also will, she's expendable to him in a lot of ways. And that's the Joker I want. I want to see a Batman movie with Harley and him together, with moments where he abandons her, and you see that, and it wasn't like a death flying in the helicopter, and then he comes back to her. That's the Joker I want, because that Joker is the one that's very manipulative. Like, I think a Heath Ledger-style Joker would do something like that, but this Joker, I think, can go in that direction, and I think they will, but I want so much more. We didn't get enough of him.
I think they were establishing how threatening that this Joker could be, especially in the flashbacks
He's
that we've seen of him.
He's a scary Joker.
And I think that they were also trying to establish, like, this is the messed up relationship that they have. And I think in further movies, it's possible that we will see that manipulative Joker even more that will probably mess up the relationship some.
Like something we had talked about earlier, he was a device to develop Harley Quinn. he was.
Which I think worked, but at the same
Oh, yeah.
time, there was moments where it probably could have been done without.
Yeah,
To some
you
people.
didn't need him.
To
You
some
really didn't need him. But at the same time, Suicide Squad and the Joker go, hand in hand a lot of the times. So I think they were saying, all right, we've signed Jared Leto. He's going to be a great Joker. We like this portrayal of the Joker. Let's sprinkle him into this movie. And I think that's where the editing falls in, because if they have all these scenes, there might have been better options that flowed better. But it was. And I liked what I saw. I liked their chemistry. I just want a little bit more, because all I saw was I did see the creepy. All the ha-has on the wall and everything, and him laying around the knives. That's a creepy Joker that I want to know more about. I want to know. I want to see him do more things. I want to see him go toe to toe with Batman, not just in his car, going into the river.
Speaking of Batman, how awesome was it with those scenes
They
that
were
they
good.
had in the movie, and the Flash too? I wasn't.
I
was
knew the
wondering,
Flash was coming.
When they were showing stuff with Captain Boomerang in the beginning of the movie, I wasn't sure if we would get Flash, and then he showed up, and I was like,
is
"That's
Captain
awesome."
Boomerang his villain?
Yeah, he's one of.
See, I wasn't aware of that, but it was spoiled for me that Flash would be in this movie. So I knew it was going to be with Captain Boomerang.
That stinks.
Oh, it didn't bother me that
Oh,
bad at all.
I was like,
I need to see this Flash more though. Like, little side note, it might be too used to the Flash on TV, but the way he's moving and the way they've shown his speed so far in the trailer for Justice League and in this little clip, I don't know if I like it as much. I like the quick Barry Allen that from the show, but I could be wrong. I need to see a full movie. I think he's going to be a great Flash. I really like Ezra Miller. Sorry, little side tangent. But no, I want to see so much more of Joker and Harley Quinn. That's a negative for me, but at the same time a positive because they were so good.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn needs to be in the solo Batman movie. I think if Joker's going to be there, I think she needs to be there because we haven't seen that before, and I want to see that, especially after I just watched The Dark Knight internet. I wanted to rewatch it and as I haven't seen it in so long, and to re-see that Joker, and I love Heath Ledger's Joker. He's so good, one of the best villains ever. But my goodness, this Jared Leto one can be on par. Like, we can be talking about years from now, we won't just forget Jared Leto, I don't think. I think we will remember him, but we need more. Just like Spider-Man in Civil War, I want more. Now. I'm a spoiled little brat.
Yeah.
But those are my big negatives. But I overall enjoyed the film. I think the defining factor is, did you have fun or did you not have fun?
Yeah.
And because I think the critics that are bashing it, which is most of them, I don't think they had fun. I think they looked at it in a specific linear fashion, and they said this can be changed so much more. And they may have had moments where they're like, this is good. But the unlinear fashion, I think, ruined it for a lot of critics. And for me, it doesn't bother me as bad. It does need to be fixed. If the rumors are true that this isn't David Ayer's cut we're watching, and this is another editor's cut, and David Ayer his actual cut could be released in a DVD. I want to see that just to compare the two.
Right.
But I had fun with this movie. All right, score out of 10. I'm seeing it again tomorrow night, so I'm gonna go with a 7.5 right now. Some of the negatives can't put it higher for me, but let me rewatch it, and this could go up or could go down. But right now, I'm gonna stick with a 7.5 out of 10.
Putting me on the spot there.
Do you need a moment to think? Because I thought of one more negative real quick.
Let's hear it.
The music.
Yeah!
I thought they went... I just remembered there were moments it felt like a music video.
Yeah.
And there were moments... I think they were trying to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
With
saying,
their music.
get all this music, and enter them in different spots. And it just didn't work for a lot of them.
I don't think the songs made sense for the movie, especially.
So a lot of the songs I like, but randomly Eminem gets popped up when they're all getting ready.
It didn't really need to be there, nor did it make sense. It was just... It was misplaced, I think. Either that or it wasn't the
music.
Otherwise, or maybe they just wasn't the right music. I don't know. Anyway, the music was definitely not.
I think it was misplaced more than anything. I think where they dropped the music didn't work, and that's another issue with the editing. It's whoever sat down or the team that sat down, or the person sat down, and they just didn't do it right, or with the sound designer and all that stuff. So I'm hoping there is an ultimate cut because I want to see what David Ayer's straight vision that the rumors are that test audiences didn't like and all this stuff. I want to see that.
Yeah, that'd be
edit because I did like this edit. It needs work. Yeah, and it's better than Batman v Superman so far. But I do need to see the ultimate Batman v Superman cut too. But sorry, I just thought of that negative real quick.
No, that's totally fine. I forgot.
What is your score out of 10, big homie?
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. That's a good score. I
Like-
could be
like-
persuaded up there. Give me a couple
Like
more
we were
viewings.
saying, it really comes down to whether you had fun with this movie or if you didn't have fun with
Yeah,
this movie.
I
And
really
for
think
me,
so.
as a DC fan, as a superhero fan, especially with all the movies coming out, I
Mm-hmm.
had fun with this movie. Yes, there are problems, but for me, I thought that the positives actually were outweighing the negatives for the most part, and for me, it was enjoyable to watch, and I would probably watch it again in the coming weeks if I'm able to. So
I'll be
I think
seeing
8
it
out of 10
tomorrow.
is fair. I think it's a good movie, and that people should give it a chance and check it out. Who knows?
Go
It
see it in the theater.
might surprise you guys.
Yeah, if you like it, you like it. Never be ashamed to like the things that you like. I could be persuaded to jump up with you with the 8.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll move down. I need a couple more viewings of this film to really figure out what I want.
Yeah, that's fair.
So glad we're both back. We're going to try and get as many reviews out as possible. Oscar season's coming up. Summer will be ending. We won't be as busy. We'll be here more at home. I won't be going on vacation all the time.
We have school.
Yeah. All right.
So we'll be here.
As always, Mom, thank you for watching. And guys, have a fantastic weekend.
See you guys.